Hey y'all, this is the Control Burner, and it's time for a short review of the self-titled project from my new band Believe. There's been a lot of hype surrounding this new band, my new band Believe. You know, their band, not like it's actually mine, that's just the name of the... There's been a lot of hype, and it really makes sense given the lead up to this project. It's a band formed by Cameron Picton, the former bassist of Black Midi. They've released a few singles now to legit critical acclaim, and there was clearly a change in sound from this crazy, jazzy sound of Black Midi to this more progressive, folksy feel that incorporated a lot of string sections, acoustic guitars, and basically anything that sounded like going through a medieval festival. I personally really got on board with the band after hearing the single Love Story, which was a shockingly sweet and sentimental love ballad about spending time with your partner, and even was one of my favorite singles of March. And while I did have the expectation that a full album wasn't going to sound fully like that, I was still intrigued about what we were going to get. And I'd say we got pretty much what was promised, a very lovely sounding bit of prog folk with all the elements that make it sound so lush and pleasant to listen to. A lot of songs that run over 5 minutes that can switch between these parts of very soothing sounding violins and piano parts to add atmosphere, and then the parts with more eerie and weird sounds like with the freeform drumming and toy instruments used at the end of Heart of Darkness. I also think Picton's voice here is really nice throughout the album. He really gives off a lot of expressive vocal styles here, and his layered vocals on things like Target Practice really adds a lot of that emotional depth to what he's saying and even acts like its own instrument. Now, if I had to nitpick, I could say that this doesn't really do anything too unique in this windmill scene and kind of plays it relatively safe in their sound and writing, compared to how emotionally provocative a band like Black Country New Road can be, or as absolutely insane as Squid could be too. However, I can give that a pass for this still being a relatively new band, no pun intended, and that this is a pretty small album, only spanning 8 tracks and over 35 minutes, so not much time to really explore. I could see this being a good building block for the band to really find their own sound and make some truly amazing music in the future, but for now, this is still a really solid outing for Picton, and I think it really showcases a lot of the potential and talent for my new band Believe.